Welcome to the Village Idiots podcast. I am your DM, Nathan. With me this evening, I have Nicole.
What's up?
Justin.
Heyo.
And Emily.
Hello.
We are 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. We have a good time. We like to have fun. You know, all the things that D&D players like to do. But anyway, at the end of every episode, I name a village idiot who has to do the recap at the beginning of next week's episode. Guess what? It's next week, and the village idiot last week was Tora, aka Nicole.
Yeah.
For throwing up a wall of fire in the middle of a crowded airport grotty tower. So, Nicole, yeah, can you fill us in on what happened last week on the Village Idiots podcast in Betweezen 1.5?
I'll try.
We
We
believe in you.
Yeah, no. We were at the Thornburn estate. And is that what word we're using? I don't even know anymore.
Yes.
Compound makes it sound like Jonestown, so yeah, so we were at the Thornburn estate, and what's Safina's dad's name? Yendak was taken off to go to in Tepa, and we told him that we'd meet him there. And so we left the compound, and we needed to go to the Grotty Tower because we were going to try to use Marquess Maxine's influence, celebrity status, to see if we could get
Clout.
Yeah, clout. If we could get into the Grotty Tower to take that instead of going the long way. So we found a carriage place, and we got like the fanciest carriage, and I was talking to the horses, and we were riding in the carriage, and then we got to where the Grotty Tower was, and Pax, who had a sense that he was being followed before, definitely knew he was being followed this time. And he did some, like, sneaky stealth shit and found a Kenku. And I guess the Kenku was mad at him for taking his bounty, which was that Thorn guy that we first met. Then a fight started, and I threw up a wall of fire.
And last we saw everyone, you were surrounded by copper mantles.
Oh, we were? Shit, I didn't know that.
You were surrounded by copper mantles. I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was something to the effect of, "You're all under arrest."
I don't recall that bit.
Wall of fire!
I remember wall of fire, and then you go, "You're a village idiot," end of episode.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, let's just jump right into the episode then. You're all under arrest. Put that wall of fire down. Get that magic out of here. Break it up. Break it up. You see some big brutish copper mantles coming up to you, and you've got some more of the, some copper mantles towards the back who are dispelling the wall of fire. They're casting dispel magic upon your wall of fire, and it quickly is snuffed. So there are probably about 2 big brutes for each one of you, including the Kenku. So there are 8 big brutes coming to arrest you. Would you all like to resist?
I would like to... I'm on the ground with the Kenku after having wrestled it to the ground, correct? If I recall?
Yes. Yes.
All right, I would like to kind of flip the Kenku onto their stomach and pull their arms behind their back and go to the copper mantles. It's okay, I got him.
Oh, no.
No. You all are coming into the station. Come on, let's go to the checkpoint.
After an assassination attempt? I don't think so.
Are you...
This Kenku tried to assassinate Madame Maxine over here.
I don't want to hear your sob story. Let's go. We're going to take all your names. We're going to get all of your information. We're going to put you in the books. And if what you say is true, maybe you'll go, maybe you won't. The only thing I know is that you're all going to be behind bars for a little while we sort this all out.
I look at Maxine, I'm like, come on.
Maxine steps forward and she's like, going anywhere? I'm sorry. I don't think we've been introduced properly. I am Marquess Maxine Monroe. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Oh, a Marquess, huh?
Yes, I know. It can be quite exciting your first time. So we are actually looking, we were just passing through, and this, trying to think of a name.
Villain.
I don't like
Ne'er-do-well.
Ruffian.
Ruffian's good. This
Rapscallion.
Rapscallion's better. This rapscallion attempted to assault me, and my wonderful bodyguard was just doing his job and contained the threat. And this is my simple friend that we brought with us, and she's from the Circle of All and doesn't understand that you don't make firewalls in a grotty tower. Almost said airport. In a grotty tower. So, if you need to take her, we understand, but we need to go. And is that going to be okay?
You're just
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
You're a Marquess.
Yes.
This is your bodyguard.
Yes.
And this is your friend.
Yes.
And this Rapscallion, you say?
Yes, very good pronunciation. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Attempted to cut you.
Cut? No. He assaulted me, which is much worse.
I point to the blade, which is on the ground, the curvy, swiggly blade, and I go, yeah, he used that on the Marquess, and I notion for her to show the ripped clothing that he had gotten to.
He ripped my clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like show the part and I'm like, this is what he did to me.
Well, what you're saying now makes it seem like you all are some sort of, and he puts his hands up and does air quotes, party, let's say. So, you are a maligned party, and this Rapscallion is another party, which means we need to get both, and this is the most aggressive air quotes he does, parties
Oi.
to say what happened for the official record. Now come with me.
I'm so sorry. We have somewhere to be.
Ah, so do I.
So go there.
It's right over here. It's the checkpoint, and you'll be joining us. And as he says that, one of the brutes puts his hand on your shoulder. Marquess.
I immediately turn around.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. Don't touch me.
He does not remove his hand.
She moves away.
You can certainly try. Roll me an
I will.
opposed strength check, please. Getting those dice rolls in early this episode.
That's a 10.
All right. You try and get away, and you are unable to evade the grasp of this copper mantle.
She looks up at him and is like, listen, this is just a big misunderstanding. I'm coming quietly. You absolutely do not need to have your hands on me. And that is a persuasion.
All right. Persuasion versus insight. Let's see if you got it.
17.
The copper mantle who has his hand on your shoulder looks at you and kind of has a confused look on his face, and he removes his hand from your shoulder, but he kind of holds on to I imagine you've got like a sash or something that's coming off of your
It's a cape.
Yeah, he holds on to your cape so that if you wanted to try and get away, you would not be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we just need to take your statements. If you all just go quiet, we can just get this over with. I mean, what's gonna happen? You say a few words and then you go and you do your thing and you do, it's easy.
Of course. And she smiles, and it's gross. Like, to anyone else is like, she is being horribly sarcastic. But she smiles and she's like, we always help the police. Let's go. And she looks at the friends and, like, motions, like, let's go.
Does the Kenku say anything at this point? No? Nothing?
The Kenku is pretty worse for wear at this point. You all did a number on them, if I remember correctly. They're kind of out of it. And some of the copper mantles who had dispelled the wall of fire are coming up to Tora, and it looks like they've got a pair of handcuffs on them that have, well, they're not handcuffs, they're more manacles that have runes etched all over them.
Oh, and, so I can't do magic.
And there's a woman that comes up, a female copper mantle, and she says, now just don't try anything. I'm just going to put these on you just for a second until we get your statement, and I'll take them right off, okay? We're all friends here.
Oh, okay.
This is for the public. It's for the good of all. You know about the good of all, right?
Okay.
Hate this.
Yeah, sure.
All right. She shackles you up, and as the locks click on the manacles, you feel a little drained.
I don't like this.
Like you're a little weaker.
Like a Hercules.
Yes. So you are unable to cast spells right now.
Clearly.
There is a substantial crowd forming around all of you. It looks like there are some people that are a little singed, perhaps.
My bad.
But for the most part, there's no one that's down or waylaid by your antics that you all have put on. One of the brutes has the Kenku, and they lead you all to the Grotty Tower.
As we're walking, I want to get next to Tora and be like, just for the record, fire inside? Bad.
You're actually outside.
Okay. In this area.
So maybe fire in public, bad.
Fire in crowded public area? Bad.
Sorry.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So sorry.
So, you all are led to the Grotty Tower checkpoint, and that you had, actually the one you had just passed through minutes ago. And you are directed to a holding cell where you all are set to wait so someone can take down your statement.
This seems familiar.
And in walks Tasvig Duvet. I need your help. No, that is not what happens. There are a lot of ruffians, rapscallions, hooligans, ne'er-do-wells, all sorts in this holding cell. It's about 30 by 30, all said and done. It's a big old square holding cell for the not so civil types, let's say. You see, there's lots of individuals here, and you are sent in, and the Kenku is there with you. He's come to a little bit, and you all are there. What would you all like to do?
I'm standing right in front of the cell gate with my arms crossed, waiting for someone to come back for me.
Okay.
Well, so I kind of want to, you said there were other people in this cell with us?
Yeah.
I feel like I would try to, talk to them and, make friends with them.
Okay. Great.
So who's in here with us? What are they?
There's a tiefling who has a stick or something, and nothing that's sharp. And, all of your weapons have been taken, by the way.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Before you were put in the holding cell, they were put up in a locker outside of the holding cell. So this tiefling has a stick that it's just breaking and putting back together via magic. So it is like a nervous tick it has.
Do I still have the manacles on?
Yes, you do.
So I can't do magic at all.
No. So there's that tiefling. There is a pair of humans that are sitting in the corner, kind of skulking. They look as though they have been in some sort of fight. One of them is sporting a pretty bad black eye. There's a dwarf sitting against the wall. They are also manacled with the same ones that you have. And there are two large hulking figures in full armor and a goblin.
Can I talk to the goblin?
Sure.
I have a feeling I know who this is.
No, you don't. Character knowledge versus player knowledge. Gosh, Nicole.
I didn't mean like the character knew who it was. I meant I probably do. So I kind of want to just like stroll up and... is he manacled?
No.
No. I kind of want to stroll up and just be like, "Hi, I'm Tora. Who are you? What'd you do to get in here?"
That's an awful lot of questions for some sort of magic user here. Hi, Tora, right? I'm Reg.
Where are you from, Reg?
Why are you so friendly? Hello. Usually this is my bag. Sorry, I'm just off guard. Yeah, I'm from the barony. Where are you from?
I'm from the Circle of All.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do to get put in the manacles? Something good, something juicy, right? Did you burn someone's face off?
Kind of. Not on purpose though. I was trying to protect me and I like motioned behind me to my friends. I was trying to protect my friends, so I kind of threw up a wall of fire.
Oh, that's a big no-no here. Yeah. No wonder you're here.
Any chance you know how to get these off?
Well, I may. However, I won't.
Why not?
You don't know you.
Yeah, I have... Well, first, I have no idea who you are, and second, I'm here for a minor infraction, and I don't want to be here for a major infraction.
I won't tell anyone it was you.
I'm sure you won't. You seem very nice and very naive.
I was just being friendly.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm starved for conversation. You see, my buddies here, and he gestures back at the big hulking figures. They aren't too big on talking, so.
So I like look up at them and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Tora."
They look at you through the helmets that they are wearing, and you see some eyes staring back at you, but you hear no response from them. See what I mean? They're not talkers.
Strong but silent types. Got it.
Yes. They are handy to have around. Everyone needs a little muscle, right?
Oh, I guess so. That's what I have my magic for, but can't do anything about it.
A shame.
Maybe you could tell me how to get these things off?
Well, I imagine you just, listen to what the coppers say and hope that they let you free. But big walls of fire generally are frowned upon in public places.
I was just trying to protect my friends. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Yes. So
I don't know what a Kenko is. Kenko is, right? We talked about that.
Well, you've seen one now. You don't exactly know what they're called, I guess.
Yeah. So I was like, that bird person over there attacked us.
Oh, Kenku, huh? He looks a little worse for wear. 3 versus 1. I guess that'll do it, huh?
I pick up my head. I go more like 1 versus 1, and then I look at the two of them.
That's Pax.
Hello, Pax. My name is Reg. How do you do?
Sup, Reg?
And my other friend is a Marquess. She's important.
Oh, a Marquess. My lady.
Maxine is looking forward and she's got her hand over her face and she's like, stop. No, don't.
When you say Marquess, the two humans in the corner kind of perk up and look over at you.
I stare them in the face with daggers through my eyes, like, don't you dare look at her.
Roll me an intimidation, please.
Since when are you so protective of Maxine?
Well, I've been in a copper mantle precinct before, I'm pretty sure.
Do I know what copper mantles are?
Yeah, the Circle of All has copper mantles. They're not as...
regimented.
Think less police and more Peace Corps.
Gotcha.
16.
All right, you shoot daggers at the two humans as they're looking at the Marquess, and they immediately shrink back into their corner and don't look over that way again.
Nice.
So, Reg, what did you do to get in here? You said a minor infraction? What does that mean?
Well, it's not important. Well, yeah, it's really not important. I just found my hands in someone else's pockets, and most individuals frown upon that.
Oh.
It was a simple mistake. I missed my own pocket, surely. It's an honest mistake, you see.
Of course.
Tora's like, I stick my hands in people's pockets all the time.
I've never been in a jail before. So I don't
Shocking.
I don't know what's going on.
Yes, this is the least free you have ever felt.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you're feeling some sort of anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking to this random stranger.
Yeah.
It's nervousness.
A nervous talker.
I don't like being shackled. It's freaking me out.
Maxine turns around and she's like, okay, Tora, rule 1 of jail, don't make friends. This is not camp.
Well, the Marquess has a voice. Hello, how are you? It's so nice to meet you. Hello, my name is Reg. Marquess, blankety blank? Huh? He looks at you as though he's looking for your name.
I'm so sorry. Veg, was it? Yes, I do not have time. And then she just looks forward, like not even to finish the sentence. Like she just crosses her arms and like looks forward again out the cell door.
And I pipe up out of nowhere. Oh, her name's Maxine.
Marquess Maxine.
I'm like, Tora.
What? This is my new friend Reg.
The Marquess Maxine, Luxon houses. Who are you? No.
He's in his mind palace.
At this point, Maxine's offended. It's taken him too long.
And then you should just be like, Monroe.
Maxine, Cornwall. No, not Cornwall.
How dare you? They're a trash house.
You're not one of Ashkani's estate. You're not of the. Well, but looking at you, you're definitely not from the ones that give all their money away. Forgive me, please. I'm part of the barony. I don't really keep up to date on the Luxons. But Monroe, Maxine Monroe, you're married to
She gets very excited.
What was his name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Zane, what is it?
You don't remember your own husband's name?
Oh, no. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I remember I said it once, day we got married. And then, why would I remember something I never say?
Yeah, well, Anyway.
I'll find out one day.
Wait, you have a husband that you don't even know who he is?
Up. Darling. My dear druid?
Yes, that's me.
The adults are talking now.
Oh.
Now, I've been looking for a contact in Lux. You know, it's very hard to get in there. Now, Marquez, might you be interested in a little business with the barony? And he does a little shimmy.
She looks at him and is like, I have no need for your business, but thank you for offering.
Well, you know, that's a shame. It really is. All right, well, I guess I just wait.
Wait for what?
And then you hear a voice say, Reg, Zuff, and Giro, you're free to go. And you see that there's a new individual at the holding cell gate. It is a dwarven silver mantle.
Mm.
The silver
those
mantles,
are the
remember,
lawyers.
are the lawyers. Yes,
Yeah.
and the lawmakers. Ah, Rajini, thank you so much for your help. It is so good to have friends in high places. And as he's walking by, he shoots a look at Maxine. Thank you. You know, I really couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much for smoothing everything over. Reg. Now, don't say anything else. Go on your business. And keep your hands to yourself, please. I can't keep bailing you out like this.
I walk up and I kind of like lean casually against the one of the posts of the jail cell, and I'm like, "Who's your friend, Reg?"
Well, Vargini, yeah, she's my lawyer friend. Sorry, Silver Mantle friend. I don't like when you call them lawyers.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Pax.
It's a pleasure to meet you. We'll be with you in a second. Well, I won't, but someone will.
Maxine steps forward and she's like, hi, Marquez Maxine Monroe. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Reg pipes up and he says, Rajini, yeah, you don't want to deal with her. She's really a piece of work, you know. She's very rude. he says under his breath, like in his hand, but like loud enough that you can definitely hear it. Like he's not trying to hide it.
She leans down, looks at Reg, and puts her hand on his shoulder and is like, come on, Reg, we're friends. And gives him a look as like, help me out, and yes, I will help the barony kind of look.
Roll me performance.
That I can do.
Yeah, that's going to be a performance. We're going to see if he can catch it.
I'm going to go up to the lawyer, or towards the lawyer and say, hi, I'm Tora.
19.
Okay, Reg gets a look of realization on his face and he says, well, you know, maybe I was too hasty in my assumption of it. She's fine. Hello, I'm Rajini. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Yep.
Maxine kind of like pushes Tora out of the way and she puts her hand out to like shake his hand or her hand and is like, you see, there's been just a small misunderstanding. My friend here is from the Circle of All. She doesn't understand our customs and she caused a big wall of fire and everyone freaked out. So if you could possibly get us out of here, we have places to be.
Well,
can that be a performance or a persuasion?
The look that she's giving you says that she looks like she's willing to help you so far.
Okay.
So she doesn't. You don't feel like she would need to be persuaded.
Okay.
Well, you see, I can offer my services for price.
Obviously.
She says a little under her breath.
I ask, what's the price?
Well,
under my breath.
I don't work in gold. It's too hard to trace, but I do work in, she looks around, favors.
Okay. Is she cute?
Is she cute?
That's either subjective or objective, and I don't know which one it is. I think it's objective.
Is she
Because
cute?
Maxine would be into that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you, like, raise an eyebrow to her or something?
Yes, I do. Suggestively. 100%.
She looks at you and, no, not those type of favors. No, you've gotten the wrong idea.
Oh, well, darn. Well, what favors?
At this point, she's opened the gate for Reg, Zuff, and Giro, and they are now through to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Reg.
Well, so long. So long. It was a pleasure to meet you, and we'll be in touch. And he touches a finger to his nose.
Maxine is like, she looks pained and just points almost like a finger gun. Because she doesn't know what to do there.
I just like, bye, Reg.
Yeah, bye-bye. And you hear Reg talk to Zuff and Giro, and he's like, come on, we've got to get to Ilar's birth. Let's go. Just take the Grotty Tower. I know it's expensive. I can pay for it, okay? Let's go. I know there's 3 of us. And his voice trails down the hallway.
I turn my attention back to, she's a dwarf, you said, right?
Yes.
I turn my attention back to her. I look both ways, and then I look at her. I'm like, if you need somebody found, I'm your person.
What are you, Dog the Bounty Hunter now? Like,
I love it. Keep it going.
I am a bounty hunter.
I know you're a bounty hunter, but like that sounds more like a Dog the Bounty Hunter kind of thing.
It's my speciality.
Well, unfortunately, we're not looking for anyone. We already know where they are. What we need is how to put this delicately? Hold on one second. She looks around and sees all the other people in the cells are looking towards you all. And she says, I'll be right back. And she leaves. And she comes back with a copper mantle, one of the ones that you were talking to earlier when you were apprehended. The copper mantle opens the gate and says, all right, Tora and Pax and Madame Marquez?
Marquez,
Marquez.
she says very angrily.
Excuse me. Marquez Maxine Monroe, come with me. We're going to get your statement now. Silver Mantle Roreni is going to take this under her duties. So,
no one in this entire realm has ever heard of titles.
This way. And the copper mantle leads you to a room where Rargini is sitting behind a table, and the copper mantle takes the manacles off of Tora at this point.
Thank God.
And you feel a warmth coming from your tiger's eye necklace.
And I'm just like
now
rubbing my wrists, like those things hurt.
Yeah, and so you slowly start to feel better as the warmth radiates from your chest all into your limbs and extremities, and you're feeling better. So magic can happen now. This is where the magic happens. Hey! So Rargini says, okay, so here's the deal. We're not going to get a statement from you, obviously. You here are going to do me a favor, and I won't have the Copper Mantles arrest you. Deal?
I nod.
I also nod.
Okay.
Excellent. So,
I nudge Tora.
What?
Chill.
What'd I do?
So, as you may have guessed, I don't exactly work with the most reputable of individuals. However, I get results, and that's what matters. So, what I need you all to do is I need you to plant some incriminating evidence on someone that I'm trying to put behind bars for a long time. They have evaded me for many, many years. I know that they are trouble. And I need them off the streets. However, up to this point, I have not been able to do that, and it is frustrating. Very frustrating. So, are you all okay with this? Is this something that you feel your skill sets will...
Well, you're in luck, because I am a bounty hunter with many skills.
Ah.
I just need to slip something into someone's pockets? Yes, I can do that.
Well, that's where it gets a little tricky. See, the incriminating evidence we need to plant is in the form of, well, to put this bluntly, I need to get this individual tied to a series of serial murders.
What?
Of livestock.
Okay.
Huh?
We gotta put a horse head in his bed?
Not a horse head, no.
I don't think I like where this is going.
How are you expressing that?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of just look horrified and I'm like, what do you mean livestock?
Oh, no, it's okay. Tora, was it? Really, it's, so you are aware of spider silk, correct?
Yeah.
And you know that the giant spiders where it comes from are farmed?
Yeah.
In Fellows?
Sure.
And it's a very lucrative and very dangerous prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, this person that I'm trying to get put away for a very long time has been killing these spiders, these gentle giants.
No.
And we need to put them away.
How?
I'm in.
Protect the spideys.
We need to get one of these giant spiders.
I'm out.
And we need to get one of this person's blades, which they are known for, and we need to put 2 and 2 together, and she makes a gesture with her hands like a spider and a blade, and she goes into the pointer finger into the spider that is her fist. If this spider doesn't die, many others will. So, one life to save many.
I hate that. I hate that
trolley
logic.
problem.
That's
Trolley problem.
I hate that logic.
Train conundrum or whatever.
That's what I called it, the train conundrum.
Yeah.
It is a conundrum, isn't it? Kill one spider to save dozens. See, the issue is that one of these giant spiders has been being slain every few days.
How do you know it's this person doing it if you can't put proof on them?
I have my ways.
Who is this person?
Well, that is for later. First, I need you all to prove yourselves that you can apprehend, or not apprehend. I need you to show that you can corral one of these giant spiders, and then we'll worry about getting the blade in order to plant the incriminating evidence.
Why don't we just get the blade and find the next dead spider and then just be like, whoops, drop the blade. Oh, look who it is. Is that not how that works?
Precisely what I was thinking.
See, the issue with the spiders is that the killing blow has always been dealt in a very similar fashion. And it's only done by one of these... They're magical blades, really. And so what we need to do is we need to get one of these magical blades and perform the act. Just dispatching the arachnids by other means will not be enough to make the case for causation.
No, I mean, what if we find, the next time this person does kill a spider, we find the spider, and then we drop the blade down on the ground near it, and then we're like, oh man.
Is this Maxine? Is this Maxine talking or is this Emily?
This is Emily talking. Maxine does not talk like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, this doesn't sound like Maxine.
Oh, man. No, she doesn't talk like that. Emily talks like that.
Talking character.
Sorry. So I don't understand why we can't just let this person murder again, and then we take the blade and drop it and say we found it at the crime scene, and that just ties them to the murder that they done did already. Also, that wasn't her. That ties them to the murder that has already been committed. So we don't have to kill the spider.
Option B, why don't we just stake out the spiders, let the culprit strike, and then we bring them
Kill
into
him.
justice?
Oh.
Or that. Whichever you want.
Flip a coin.
Do you think that my associates and myself haven't tried this already? Why do you think that I've been after this person for years?
We're not your associates.
Also, how do I know that I can trust you? You were just in a holding cell in a grotty tower.
Wrongfully.
That was not our fault.
That was an unfortunate accident.
Says the one who put up the wall of fire, I believe, and she flips through a parchment. And yeah, Tora, wall of fire.
I
Manacled.
was just doing it to protect my friends.
Ah, well, that, believe me, that can be spun in very many ways, and you could end up behind bars for much longer and with much more unsavory folk. Not everyone's as friendly as Reg.
I try and turn her attention back to me, and I go, we could do your job for you. We're just gonna need a little bit of faith.
Well, unfortunately for you, I don't operate on faith, I operate on results. And what I need is results.
And I operate on information, which you're not really giving us.
Well, this is the information I'm giving you right now. Do with it what you will. The spiders are in the easternmost district of Fellows, and they are guarded heavily. I do not know how this individual is getting in to take them down. The one that we are after is only known as the Wraith.
Who are the spiders guarded by?
They're guarded by the warehouse security team. They are brutish types. They are magic users. They are scouts and sentries. They have upped the security substantially, and even with the upped security, they have not been able to find this individual, the Wraith.
How do we get to Fellows?
Well, I'm sure you could hire a cart.
Okay.
I chuckle a little bit.
So the warehouse is in the easternmost part of Fellows. It is right off of the lake.
She hates lakes.
Tora hates lakes.
Tora definitely does not hate lakes.
Birds and
Oh,
lakes.
I fucking hate
Don't do birds, don't do lakes.
What even is a lake? It's like a big pond. Fuck off. Be ocean or be nothing.
Okay, Ron Swanson.
Yes, it's right off Central Lake.
I like lakes.
So, if you agree, or unless you'd like to be held for longer.
No, thank you.
No, we'll squash your bug problem. Let's go.
This is the layout of the warehouse, and she slides on a parchment what look like blueprints to the warehouse over to you, and says, and you can see the exact address is scrawled right there. I hope you don't have any trouble finding it. So, yeah.
What's the plan here? Are we getting like a big jar and bringing this thing back, or like what's up?
Well, that is not an option. I
was obviously being facetious. Tell me what we're doing.
Fair enough. Okay, so you need to. You're going to put the spider in this, and she puts a box down in front of you. It's not a jar. It's a magical containment field.
Ah, different.
It is. You see, you have to draw out the magical containment runes on the ground, and then you press the activation button on the chamber. If you do not draw the runes correctly, whatever you try and put in there isn't going to go in there. So please, pick your individual with best penmanship for this. She slides another parchment across. This is the rune that you'll need for this containment chamber. It is an intricate working, big circular rune, and it's has all of these markings all over it. It's very ornate.
I get, like, kind of up in her face a little bit, and I'm like, I didn't attend calligraphy camp for 7 years in a row to be told I don't have good penmanship. I'll be taking that.
That is such an Amy Santiago thing to say. Like, it's not even funny.
Emily has a fucking horrible handwriting, but Maxine, however,
Same.
is gorgeous.
Apparently,
It looks like a professional.
Apparently having bad penmanship is a sign of genius, so.
Obviously. And Maxine is dumb.
Rargini looks at you while you're like right up in her face, and she goes, "Here's your chalk."
I've seen better.
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter. Now get out. Go get me a spider.
I pick up the fancy jar and we go.
You all are free of the Grotty Tower.
All right, let's go catch us a bug.
Is there any, like, earth around?
Yes, there's a nice little patch of landscaping outside the Grotty Tower, or the Grotty checkpoint.
I just want to, like, stop and, like, bend down and just, like, put my hands in it and just feel it for a second.
I point at Tora and look at Pax, and I'm like, okay, and I got yelled at for saying she liked dirt.
I turn to her and I go, yeah, this is a little weird right now.
Thank you.
I just need to feel centered.
Okay, pick up your dirt and come, like, bring it with you. We have to go.
Okay, I'm coming.
We have dirt at home. Let's go.
The dirt at home, sand.
I hate sand.
Okay, Anakin. Okay, we're going, right?
Yep. I'm not going to make you all go to another carriage person. I'm just going to say you hire a carriage and get there.
Fanciest carriage.
It runs you, this time, 40 gold, Maxine.
Okay. Charge it.
They don't... You don't have a tab.
Put it on my card.
Charge it to my weird husband who I don't remember his name.
So you take the fanciest carriage. Oh, right. It's fancy, but it doesn't have like a sweets and treats option. It's just got fancy pillows. That's really the only thing that makes it fancy.
Lame.
This is the...
Maxine gets a bottle of champagne for the road.
Okay,
Road champ.
Road champ.
No, that'll cost you a couple silver.
Okay. Charge it.
I see that you're keeping careful track of your gold.
Not even a little bit.
Did you guys come up with, like, some hilarious amount yet?
Nope.
No. I've decided as long as it doesn't affect, like, actual stuff, if it's just for flavor, I think it's fine. But I think if I ever tried to be like, I pay for this, like +4 weapon or what the fuck ever, I think that he'd call my bullshit at that point.
Weapons only go up to +3.
Yeah,
so.
see?
Oh my god.
I think he'd call my bullshit, but if I'm like, I get a bottle of champagne for the road, I think he's like, all right.
Oh,
See,
road champ is a plus, yes. It's needed.
Yeah. Well, we know that you've got a bag of holding. However, bag of holdings can only hold so much weight, and gold coins are heavy.
Can you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
Yeah, you can certainly try. I'll tell you what happens.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Yep, it sends everything to the astral plane.
That's right.
It sucks everything within a 10-foot radius.
That's right.
From the point where the two bags collide, and it pulls everything in.
That's hilarious.
And sends it through the astral plane.
That's right.
Including people.
So a bag of holding inside a bag of holding creates like a black hole, kind of?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It works.
Cool.
It works with any interdimensional object. So any portable holes, any bag of holdings.
I want to
all that
test
kind of
this
stuff.
theory.
Probably do not.
You can certainly try.
I want to do it.
Tor's like, What? Magic is so cool, y'all. Look what I can do.
So, hypothetically, if you have, what is it? The magic hole thing on the ground, right?
Portable hole. Yeah.
Portable hole. So if you throw a portable hole down, you put somebody in it, and then you throw a bag of holding in it, the whole thing just goes to the astral plane, right?
Yep.
And that person is like gone forever.
And everything also within 10 feet, though.
Yeah, everything
So, like,
within
you-
10 feet gets sucked in.
I'll throw it in there. Yeah, it's fine. Kobe.
Kobe. Aw, he did.
We can't say Kobe anymore.
No.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
He trashed Jordan.
Anyway.
Jordan, as long as we're talking about
Michael Jordan.
basketball and not baseball, because he sucked at baseball.
I thought you were going to say, not our brother-in-law.
Oh.
Oh, Jordan!
Yes. Every time I throw a basket, I'm going to say Jordan, even though Jordan does not play basketball, but just because he's really tall.
He's tall enough. Jesus Christ!
Just because he's really tall, and that's the only reason I'll say it from now on.
Jordan is 6'6".
He doesn't play basketball. Doesn't like it.
Yes.
I should ask Jordan if it's okay if I post that photo that we took of the two of us next to each other at IdiotCon, because the height difference is hilarious.
I thought it already went up on Twitter.
I never posted that particular one because I didn't want to, because I know Jordan doesn't have social media, so I didn't know how he'd feel about
You could superimpose the picture of that we use for him on the website over his face.
Just
ask him. I'm sure he'd be fine with it.
No. That's too simple. Just put Agamir's picture over Jordan's face.
Yes!
Just get a picture of Shark Boy and put it right over Agamir's face.
Oh, no.
Oh, baby Taylor Lautner. Anyway, I have a quick question. Should we be studying their plans?
What? The plans of the warehouse?
The building plans.
Yes. Yes, you should be.
Mm-hmm.
I do that.
I do that too.
Okay. The building itself, this is a massive structure. This is probably one of the largest structures in all of Fellows. The building itself is 500 feet long, and it's 200 to 300 feet wide in places. So it fluctuates between 200 and 300 feet. You look at it, there are places for corrals for the spiders. These are giant spiders, so they're big boys. They're not itty-bitty little spiders.
Now, okay, when you say giant spider, are you talking like Aragog, or are you talking like more like the size of like a big dog?
We're talking Aragog.
Okay. How's it gonna fit in this box thing?
Magic.
You know what? This is gonna turn into that Fantasy Island bullshit all over again.
I don't know I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Magic. It's a magic box. Fantasy box.
I'm the DM. I make all of the magic items in this world.
Fantasy box sounds like a really bad porno.
It does.
Yeah, so 500 feet long, 200 to 300 feet deep. There are massive holding pens for each of the giant spiders that live there. It looks like there are dozens of spiders living within this facility. It is multi-leveled, and there is a big warehouse for all of the magical spider silk to be kept and then transported away. So there's a big cargo holding place. So with the building being so large, it's interesting that there are only a few points of entry. There are points of entry on either side of the holding pens, which is in one of the wider parts of the warehouse. But there is only one on each side, one on the north side, one on the south side. And it spans 300 feet by 200 feet. So with that, there aren't really any windows. It's you can't tell by the diagram, but you can kind of guess the spiders are kind of sensitive to sunlight. Pax would probably know that information. living in the Underdark for some time. The giant spiders don't really like the daylight.
Sound.
So no windows. So this, looking at everything, the building should be pretty easily defensible and easy to keep people out of. So you're kind of at a loss for how they're not seeing someone get in.
Are there any buildings nearby that are taller or on the same height or at the same height as the roof of that building?
You can't tell from from the carriage because it's just the diagram of the building itself. The surrounding buildings are not identified on the diagram that you were given.
We're going to need to stake that out. If maybe we can go in through the roof.
Maybe.
We could do that, or we could lie our way in.
I don't like that unless you want to take point on it.
Duh. Like, I'm gonna let you lie our way in. Have you lost your mind?
Is it Emily or Maxine?
Maxine.
I give her a real dirty look.
No, we just go up and say that we're here investigating the disappearances of the spiders, and then we go in, and then we get a spider, and then we're like, all right, lads, we checked it all out, and then we leave.
And then I kind of express, like, what if the person that's killing these spiders, in fact, works as the security guard there? Then we just give ourselves away, and they're going to come.
Then they'll shit their pants when we walk in. Won't they? Because we're there investigating.
Who knows how many people are involved in this if it's the security?
Who cares if it is them? We're framing somebody. We're not actually investigators. We're just trying to steal a spider so we can frame this person for, like, doing it.
Shit.
I'm just trying to steal a spider. If you want to go in through the roof and you want to, like, rappel down, if you want to Mission Impossible this, fine. You do that. I'm going to Ocean's 11 it, okay?
What about where are the spiders being killed by the wraith? Are they being killed in the warehouse?
It wasn't abundantly clear when our genie was speaking to you about it.
Yeah, exactly. So if they were killed in the warehouse, which it's likely they were, why would we take the spider out of the warehouse?
Dude, this is just what she wants so that she won't take us to jail. I don't give a shit. I'm just doing what she told me to do.
You in character, out of character?
Out of character. Like, Maxine doesn't give a shit. She's just doing what she was told, which is to go in here, steal a spider, and then leave.
Well, Pax is reading between the lines.
Okay, you go on the roof. I'm gonna go to the front and ask questions.
Split the party.
Hell no.
Party.
Then you come with me to the front.
Fine.
Maxine's not climbing a roof. Lost your mind.
In these heels? Tora, you feel your tiger's eye necklace get pretty warm.
Why?
I don't know. Why?
Okay, so I, like, hold it and I say, my necklace is getting hot.
Ew.
Ew.
Maxine's, ew, why?
I guess roll for Arcana? I don't know.
Sure, go for it. It's your necklace. You know more about it than I do.
Does she?
It's funny saying stuff like that because I'm the DM.
19.
Okay, this has happened to you on a few occasions. Usually the necklace only gets warm when you are performing magic, but in this case, or in some cases, it gets warm when an animal is trying to contact you directly.
Oh. Okay, so what do I usually do when that happens?
You hold the necklace up to your ear. Hello?
No. When it's happened in the past, you've been in the circle of all, and there are animals just kind of all around you. So it's not very difficult to find out which animal is trying to contact you. But you being on a carriage right now and going through city streets, it is a little more difficult to figure out who exactly is trying to contact you.
So, what do I do?
If you'd like, you can roll an investigation and try and find an animal.
Spot the animal.
I spy with my little
I
eye.
was going to say, is this like, some
Let's
kind
play
of
card games.
road trip game?
Yeah.
Carriage games.
You've got to find all the license plates. You've got to find Ilar's birth. You've got to find Fellows. You have to find Ada's bounty. All on the carriage plates.
16.
You look out the carriage window and let's say you're getting close to where you're trying to get to, so dusk is starting to fall, or night is starting to fall. It's dusk now. Twilight, if you will. And you look out the window and you catch a glimpse of some reflected light and some eyes staring at you from a bush. And you hear a low growl.
Is it my tiger? Can I tell?
As your eyes adjust to the darkness outside, you can tell that it is a large feline.
Do you say that in character in the carriage with us?
Yeah, are you saying this out loud? Or like, what's
Yeah, sure. Tiger.
Are you... What's happening? I look at Paxton like, is she broken? What's going on?
I don't know. How do we fix her?
Stop.
I can sense animals, guys. It's my friend.
Oh, God, she is broken.
Is it definitely my tiger friend?
Yeah, you recognize the markings. It's your tiger friend.
Did I give it a name? I forgot. I don't think I did.
You don't really talk in names with the creature. It doesn't have a name for itself, and you kind of respect that, but you get a feeling of its name. Like whenever you're talking with it. You know?
Some hippie shit.
Yeah, it's some hippie shit. It's
Okay.
real granola, real crunchy.
Okay, so what do I do now? I don't know what to do.
If you look on your spell sheet, you should have a little spell I like to call Speak with Animals.
Oh yeah, I do.
As far as I know, the cart is still going. So is this tiger just walking alongside the cart now?
I imagine that you have stopped the cart at this point.
All she did was say, tiger, tiger, tiger.
Okay, speak with animals. There you are. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for 10 minutes. Okay, I do that.
Okay. You hold on to your... Well, what does it look like when you cast Speak with Animals? Lay it on me. What do you do?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you pretty much were about to describe what I would have. So, like, I hold on and I close my eyes and I picture myself talking to the tiger.
Okay. You reach out with your mind to speak with... We talked... It's a tigress, correct?
Yes,
It's a lady tiger. So
it's a lady tiger.
you reach out with your mind and you make contact with the tigress, and she says to you, I must be swift. I can't be spotted here. I'm in...
That's because she's striped.
Oh boy.
Well, the village idiot this week is...
I'm so sorry.
That's where we're going to end this week. We can't do any more. That's it.
God, Emily, I love you
The
so
pause
much.
after I said it was very good, y'all. Not a single laugh. I appreciated it. It's just dead silence. I loved it. My people, my crowd. Go on.
The tigress looks at you and says, I must be swift. I can't be spotted here. I've risked myself to come all the way from the Circle of All to tell you of things that have been happening.
What's going on? Is everything okay? And I say in my mind.
I don't think so. I've been drawn to this place across the water in the stone jungle. There are wounds here.
Tell me more.
I've felt wounds in the shadows, and there's much pain and much torment here.
Do you mean the spiders?
The tigress says yes. The spiders. Something unnatural is occurring.
Well, we're on our way to save them.
Be cautious, young one. Not all is well.
Oh, do you sense anything else?
There's darkness.
Oh.
As she says that, you hear a clatter nearby, and someone drops a crate and goes, "Oh, I told you shouldn't have been loading those up while you was drunk." And the tiger says, "I must go."
Be safe, my friend.
You as well. And she bounds away into the darkness.
Oh, I'll miss you. Okay, so I tell them what my tiger friend just told me, even though they're probably looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
They just saw you kind of staring over at the bushes. Pax probably saw. Maxine, I'm not quite so sure.
I didn't care, but I was mostly just, like, concerned.
You've also been drinking champagne, so...
It's true. I'm not that concerned.
You're just here for your community service.
Yeah. I look at her staring at a bush, and I assume that's normal for druids, and I go back to what I'm doing, which is drinking.
Yeah, so I tell them about my conversation with my tiger friend. I explain that we have a connection and that she was warning me of the dangers that could lie ahead and that there was something unnatural and blah, blah, blah. You heard the conversation.
I look at her kind of bleary a little bit, like I haven't really been paying attention, and I'm like, a bush told you all that?
A tiger, Maxine, a tiger.
There's a tiger here? I thought we were here for spiders.
We should go.
Yes, we should.
We need to save the spiders.
I thought we were just kidnapping and killing one. Is that not?
La 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 la.
I guess that's saving them.
So you all were in the middle of trying to figure out what exactly your plan was.
Listen, here's what I'm thinking. We go up there, we introduce ourselves as investigators in this crime. We say that someone important sent us. I'm sure I can think of a name. Give me a minute. And so this important person sent us. We need to ask some questions. And this way we can interrogate people, figure out what's going on. We can, like, look in all the places without, like, worrying about getting caught. And then we find a reason to branch off, snag a spider, and then we just dip out.
Just scoot.
And then we scoot.
Scoot, scoot.
Scoot, scoot. Like the end of a lovely soiree that wasn't very lovely, and we're trying to leave before cocktail hour. You understand.
But you still steal some of the appetizers off the trays and stuff them in your pockets.
See, you get it.
In this case, the appetizers are the spider.
In this case, spiders are the appetizer.
Cue Tora. Wait, we're gonna eat them?
No!
Not without being dipped in chocolate.
Ugh.
Gross.
They're a delicacy in Lux.
Spiders have hairy legs. Do you shave your spiders?
Do you
No.
shave your spiders?
We use the miniature spiders. We're not animals. They don't have as much hair.
I don't know why you're talking to me. I'm not there. There's a booming voice. Do you shave your spiders?
Yes, God.
There are no gods. You're the village idiot.
Okay. So, everyone chill with impersonating investigators?
Impersonating investigators? Impersonating investigators? Impersonating investigators?
I almost did it, and then I didn't.
I did it.
Okay, let's do it.
I look at Tora, and I'm like, can you be an investigator?
I can be quiet.
Better.
That's good.
I appreciate it. You do that.
It'll probably be better for me to be quiet so I can sense the animals.
I do look at her, and I put my hands on her face, and I say, no fire. No walls of fire.
Okay.
Thank
I promise.
you. Thank you.
Excellent. So you all continue your carriage ride. The carriage driver lets you off and it seems to be glad that you all are out of his carriage. He goes, up, up, up. and gets the carriage going real quick when he lets you off. But you are in front of this warehouse now. You can see all of the buildings around it. It doesn't seem that there are any buildings taller than the warehouse around, at least not from the vantage point that you are at. You are on the north side of the warehouse itself. So yeah, you have arrived at the destination that you will be in next episode, because that's where we're going to end this week.
Fuck!
You were just getting into it too.
Man, I finally get to just, you keep stopping the right before I get to use my deception skill. This is what I made this character to do.
Man, that blows. I guess you're going to be able to do a lot of it next episode on the Village Idiots podcast. Why would you make that noise when I'm doing my outro? I guess you get to do that next week on the Village Idiots podcast. Thank you all so much for watching if you're watching the stream right now, because we do stream every Thursday until we don't.
Nail it.
Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you had a good time tuning in. I hope my players had a great time playing. I had a great time DMing. The Village Idiot this week. It took me a little bit doing, but I figured out who it is. Maxine is going to be the Village Idiot this week.
Explain yourself.
All right, I will do it, and you are immediately going to agree with me for the reason that Maxine was the Village Idiot this week is because she, without a second thought, turned down a connection with the Barony of Talaria to expand her wealth.
That's fair, I guess, but at the end I did take it.
You did take it begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
So, this week's Village Idiot is Marquess Maxine Monroe.
Thank you.
God, I helped you come up with the title, too.
It's 3 M's, man.
3 M's. Yeah, Madam.
No.
Is also an M.
No. Marquess.
So, if you want to yell at me for getting names wrong on Twitter, they can do that, right, Nicole? Social media's a thing.
They definitely can. They can go to Twitter and follow us at Village Idiot Pod. You can find me personally at Nicole the Nerdy.
You can find me at JRoma20.
I'm at Neurotic Good.
You can find me at Village Idiots DM. And Jordan is not on social media. He's also not on the podcast right now. We fired him. He's gone. No, I'm joking. We didn't. He's on paternity leave.
We miss you, Jordan.
We miss you. We love you. We hope that the wee babby is so good.
I bet you $10 he's not listening to this in between.
Hey.
Nope.
Hey. Maybe he will. I think he does better than I do.
He got a pregnant wife and then soon a wee babby. He's not going to have time to listen to podcasts.
Well, we gave him this time so we could listen to our podcast. Anyway, the rest of the outro.
We also have a website, villageidiotspodcast.com. Tons of cool stuff up there. We got some new artwork coming at you real soon, right, Justin? New artwork?
Yeah, real soon. Coming to the website. Real soon.
So, it's gorgeous. I can't wait for you all to see it. Personally, my favorite thing that's on our website is a link to our Patreon.
Speaking of Patreon, want to hear more from your favorite idiots? Well, you're in luck because we have a Patreon. For just a couple bucks a month, you'll have exclusive access to some DM insights with Nathan and Behind the Screens, listen to Nicole and I BS and What's What with Dilly and Dally, and even a mini prequel campaign set in the world of Lanamora.
If a subscription to our Patreon is too much of a commitment for you, we'd love if you could leave us a quick review on iTunes. If you enjoy the show, tell your friends about us, and new episodes come out every Tuesday, so stay tuned.
Yes, please stay tuned. I remember right now, at the end of the episode, that last week I said we were going to have a guest host on this week, and due to a scheduling conflict, we did not, and I didn't mention it until right now. But hopefully, next week, we got ourselves a little guest host. Investigate some spiders. I hope they're not arachnophobic. Tune in next week when we look at big old spiders. And bye.
Bye.